Hello and welcome back to Deadfire. We are in
Lord's
some
foot and an heavy bullet or a cabin.
Sand-swept ruins. We need to figure out where we're going. So, our party seems pretty set up. We're okay. The only difference to this one I might make is I'm actually going to change it even further from where it is and put Seraphim closer to the front. Don't know why I have it not on the front row, but it doesn't really bother me.
And what do we have here?
Traps everywhere. It stops every time we have a trap detected. We disarm
I
these.
got this. I got this.
We can, yeah. That means it's just free experience at this point then. Nice. There must have been some way through this, like we must be able to have worked it out from the symbols or something. That's fine.
Consider it done.
Grab that stuff and press the lever. Opens that door. Interesting. Oh, how big is the area? Not very. Okay. Get rid of that trap. And that one. That one.
Watch and learn.
And that one. All the XP. And the traps that we could sell later or use. Potentially. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna unstealth so we can run out here.
I'll take a peek. Yeah, be right there. They'll never know I'm here.
Right. Sneak our way through. We got this way.
My fighting spirit can only take me so far.
Oh, wow, near
I
death.
must
What's
rest.
that mean? Party member has 3 injuries. If they aim a 4th, they will die.
Soon.
Oh. All
Leave
right,
it to
then.
me.
We shoot these?
Bullseye.
Immune to most things, but we do
No,
have
that
ice
never
on our bow,
happens.
which is probably useful. Nice. The range of the bow plus the ice is really what's letting us in here. The sigils of death
There's
just kill
something
you.
you don't see every day.
That's useful to know. Like how it's like hit it for nothing, 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 plus a ton of ice damage. We're also critting on like every hit. Or every like barrage crits. Must have low accuracy on these ones.
That looks like
Shoot
it
your way
hurt.
through. I mean, I suppose we have a 100% chance of hitting, so probably they have 0... oh yeah, they have 24 deflection, so it's like they have 0. Our accuracy is probably like, what, 80? Our accuracy is 74. Yeah. So it's... we're starting around 50, and we're rolling a... yeah, we start at 50, we roll a D100, and if we get 25 or above, we crit.
I'll just have to try something else.
With 3 attacks every barrage, that's very, very likely. Okay, we got it. Let's have a
I
look
got
in here.
this. I got this.
He had nothing on him. What a troll. I'm gonna take these off for just now. And then I'm... oh, he doesn't have anything on him, so why don't you have one of those? Rest. Now we're all rested up. Nice. Only 2
Right
people
here.
have rest bonuses, but that's
Sure.
okay. This entire place is just trapped up and made to cause you problems.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay.
And what do we
Don't
have
see any
here?
enemies. I do see a large amount of traps, though.
Give me a real challenge.
So much XP. How much are we off the next level? We're about 8,000 off. Not too bad. We're gonna get like 1,000 or so from this. Plus 1,000,000 traps.
Consider it done.
Is good. That one. That one. Just move right in here. Get them all. Failed to disarm a trap. I thought we'd walked on one for a second. There's someone
got
can
this.
fail to
I got
disarm in
this.
this area? Okay, interesting. At least they're not going off on us. Well, there is a route through. There was a route through. Nice.
Give me a real challenge.
Nice. This one? This one? Still a route through. Okay.
Watch and learn.
I'm assuming that there's a route through of easy mechanics ones. Yeah. Seems to be. Check these ones anyway.
I got this. I got this.
This one? Nope, it's back this way. Yeah, there is a route through of much easier mechanics ones by the looks of it. If you have high enough, you can bypass
Isn't
the whole
this
thing.
something?
Okay.
Something I can do?
Yep, I need you to just follow my instructions directly, Edier. Go. Through like this. Edier.
I got this.
Edier. That's
Let's
on
take
you.
a look.
Though he didn't actually take any damage, so what I might do is go. Bloop.
If we could rest for a bit, I'd be much obliged.
You got an acute rash. Oh well. It's the price we pay for making this not last a million years. There we go.
I am ready.
X2 will move in closer.
This is testing my limits. I must rest.
Oh,
Eyes
that was
open.
just fantastic, actually. I really like the way that she did.
Dim in the
She decided
lantern.
to walk around and then walk to the destination. At least I know how that works now. What I'd assumed she'd do is she tried to path along the original path and she just avoid obstacles. Instead, what she did is she just ran directly in. Fire kelp, is he injured? No. Okay. Right. There we go. Need to select us.
Watch and learn.
Get the trap.
Hey there.
Nice.
Be right there. And what do we have?
This is testing my limits. I must rest.
Ooh, I kinda hate Palagino right now. That's alright. Walking into
Eyes
every
open.
single trap. Okay, that one's fair enough. That one's fair enough. Oh, everyone has System Shock except her this time. Right, we should go first. 'Cause
Leave
we
it
have
to
the
me.
highest perception. No trap on that one, huh? Typical. Typical.
Dim in the lantern.
Yeah, this is the way I want you to be. Open the doors. This trap's a little obvious. Come on. Think I can spot this one. Alright, cool.
Ah,
This one?
I hear you.
This one? And this one? Okay. Do it quickly then. Actually, I thought of a better way of doing it. Pause. Issue the instructions. We did it. Quick save.
Aye.
Let's find out what this is. On the altar before you rests a spiked hammer and a kith skull gone yellow with age. Examine the altar. Wrought of ancient stone, this altar has seen better days. And though it's remarkably clean for where you found it, its base is riddled with cracks, the grasping metal hands at its corners are listing to the right. Examine the skull. The skull is of kith origin, clearly ancient, having grown brittle and fragile with time. Embedded in its forehead is a strange stone. Its immediate purpose is unclear. Examine the hammer. The hammer is scored with deep gouges and marred with spots of rust. Its significant heft and fine steel head suggests the hammer might have once been a quality weapon of war, but has surely better days. Seen better days, I think, is needed in there. Anyway, let's pick up the skull. You've taken the skull. You carefully lift the skull from the altar. The spiked hammer rests on the altar before you. We'll take the hammer. You gingerly take the hammer. Testing its weight in your hand, you discover it's impressively well balanced. The door is shut. Great stone door before you slams shut with a floor-shuddering bang. Sand begins to pour into the room through the holes high in the wall. Oh, I see. Is that all? Sand pours into the room, pulling at your ankles and raising higher with every moment. The only way out is the stone door behind you, and it's sealed shut. Attempt to open the door. On you go, Edier, open it. Edier grips the edge of the door and pulls. The door grinds open an inch. Push harder. Edier. Requiring exertion, Edier shoves the doors open a few more feet. There might be just enough room for the rest of the party to squeeze through the gap. Escape while Edier holds the door open or heave the door open. Edier, you can do it. Edier shoves at the door, muscles straining against the weight. The sand rises to your knees. Edier throws the door open and holds it in place while the rest of the party make their escape. When everyone is safe, Edier darts out the hallway. The door slams shut. Edier!
Captain? Aye.
Just amazingly strong. Doors are shielded shut by a mountain of sand. Not even the air escapes. What does the mace do? Or whatever. Oh, it's not mace, it's a warhammer. Okay. It stops enemies using abilities on a critical hit. It's a one-handed warhammer. The Earls of the Deerwood mustered many conscripts to combat Wadian's militant faithful during the Saints' War. Most of these peasant soldiers fought in battle lines equipped with little more than farming implements and improvised armor. A few of the bravest, strongest footmen, however, were selected to serve in the anti-cavalry companies. Outfitted with better armor and long two-handed hammers. This is not a two-handed hammer. These troops were tasked with supporting the Deerwooden Knights in their battle with the capable Raid Seren heavy cavalry. This humble warhammer was once the weapon of such a soldier. When in better repair, it could unhorse an armoured rider with a single blow to the breastplate, breaking steel and bone. At some point, it was cut or smashed in half, lightly followed by its wielder. A brief, poorly spelt message on the is scratched into the haft. It reads, "I'm Ulstor's weapon, and you'll shut your mouth." The crude legend served some sort of charm for the unfortunate Ulstor. Perhaps the magic still has some use. Okay. There's damage per weapon engaged, and it quietens on a critical hit. What's the upgrades for it? Silenced in death. Dead fast on kill, so it gets resolve on a kill. Splintered half. Strikes with weapons adjusted half, dealing weapon damage, applying raw damage over time. Nice. Threatening. Extra enemy engaged, and superb makes it better. And final say, cannot use active abilities for one critical hit, opposed to just... Okay, interesting. We walk through here. Nothing so nerve-wracking as trying to go through trap areas. Right, let's leave. That was a weird one. I liked it though. I liked it again. It's another weird thing off to the side that we don't necessarily have to worry about. Oh, we have to choose a name for the island. What did we find here? Oh wait, is this where I needed to go for this quest? I don't know. Wasn't where I thought we needed to go. I thought we needed to go east. Actually, we needed to go west, which makes a lot of sense. We're gonna call this the oh, I know. Skull Island. Perfect. I think it did say go west, and I just in my head translated it to east. I think that is exactly what happened. If I go to this one, yeah, I actually exactly went to where we need to go for this quest and ignored the other part entirely. I was like, oh yeah, east. That's where we just were. No, we were west. We were east, but this is west. The path winds up into the hills, narrowing a little wider than a cart. The cliffs offer a sheer drop down into the crashing sea, water foaming white where it throws itself against the rocks. You realize what you initially took to be several large, lumpy stones are in fact Eoten, two-headed monstrosities. When you watch, one of them is absent-mindedly lifts a boulder and hurls it into the sea. The Eoten guffaw, their laughter guttural. Let's speak to them. The Eoten grunt as you approach. Pressing against the stone, they push themselves to their feet. Food at last! One bellows happily. They heft their heavy tree trunks over their shoulders. Well, I could give you some food if you'd let me pass. One Eoten glances at another, shaking his head. What you say? The other scratches its chin in thought. I say we eat them now and save their food for later. The first chuckles, a low rumbling sound. The stone trembles as they advance. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's 4 of them. Edir, can you, I guess, get that one? Seraphim, gonna need you. Use a charm. We're gonna need it to work. Whisper of treason. Halagina, run forward. We take a step back and we'll send Zoti out forward as well. Go.
Me too, man.
Attack this one. Things have got a little bit chaotic. We'll attack in.
There's something you don't.
We did charm one. Nice. Let's switch to our dagger. Use mirror images so we can't be hit. Seraphim, I'm gonna need you to charm another one. Charm him. Zoti. We'll do the accuracy and might buff / debuff.
Every day.
Seer must me too.
It worked. Okay. Feeling better now. Blind this one. How are they doing? Still all up. Edir. Yeah, knock down this one. Didn't work, but that's okay. You got rid of its concentration.
Not exactly what I...
Seraphim still has some points left. We could use his soul ignition. They're immune. Well, they're not immune, but they've got resistances to fire. Let's take that one's defenses. Halagina's going to head round here. And she's going to hit this one. They have really low defenses, so I'm going to use our Savage Blow, because he doesn't need as much to hit it. And I'm going to escape out here. And switch to this one. Drop in a heal / debuff. Nice. Okay.
I'll teach you a lesson.
We're going to attack this one, I think. They're weak to piercing, which is good. We use Pierce the Bell.
How do you like that?
Nice. Okay. This one's almost dead, which is very, very good. Seraphim's almost dead. I just use Disintegrate with him. Try and kill it just outright. Do that. Zoti, I need you to drop a proper heal down on him. Yep. Okay. Yeah! We're also going to try and Devastating Blow this one.
Something here that works.
Now you be right screwed.
Right. Oh, it's dead. That was a good one. Okay, we've only got 2 left. That's fine. Seraphim, quickly Whispers of Trees in this one. Onto our side, and we'll attack this one. Gouge and strike it so that it can't see. And so that we put a little bit longer. That's fine. Seraphim's going to move out here and shoot it with me.
Show him how it...
It hardly...
Right. Hit it with one of those. Blind it and knock it down.
Seems fair.
That looks like it hurts.
Nice. That's good. Gonna turn back in a second. Gotta be ready for it.
Yeah? Sure.
The way to attack it, isn't there? What's this do?
May I be a candle in the...
Oh well, that's fine. I'm kind of intrigued what
something
those
you don't see
buttons I
every
was
day.
pressing were doing, but that's fine. Should be dead now. Yeah, blind it. Hit it with these spikes. And knock it down. You also hit it with disintegrate.
See 'em.
I need.
Now you be right screwed.
It's dead.
What for, Cap?
Alright. Kill them.
Done and
Didn't
done.
take any injuries. Was good. Without Seraphim, I feel we would have been absolutely screwed there. But being able to turn them against each other, very, very useful. Who would have thought? And that one where we got like a last hit with one of them was fantastic. The Lowland Sands. Okay. It says it's too hard to complete at this time. Ha! As you descend from the high mountain pass, you find a small camp nestled in the sand. Hence, tired horses with their legs camped out, campfires crackling. It seems too active for an ambush to be in wait. A small group approaches, a motley band of kith bearing quality arms and armor. The foremost, a deeply tanned dwarf, raises a hand in greeting. You coming down the pass? She asks. Don't suppose that means you've dealt with those filthy Aton, does it? I dealt with them. Permanently. The wind claps. Oh, outstanding. Best news I've heard in weeks. The Mauer standing behind the dwarf's eyes. And here I thought we'd have the opportunity to test our mettle on this venture. The robed pale elf glances at her. Death finds us all in time, Ochaka. No need to rush to his embrace. The dwarf gestures towards the tents. Being as you've gotten the whole venture started up again, least we could do is let you share our fire for a spell. Sure. You stand in the camp and come to sit beside a fire, although it looks like they intended to put it out before you got there. The Amara feeds at another log. The dwarf gestures to a pot hanging over the flames. Got some stew left. Fish and vegetables, nothing fancy. Well, I'd like to know more about your company. A dwarf taps a scar on her dusty cheek. Well, we formed in the Living Lands. That's where Midge and me hail from. She gestures to the short Orlin. She's our mindbreaker. Franker here's from Old Valia, sworn brother of the Darkosi Paladani. Darkosi family was the royal lineage of the Grand Valia. Darkosi Paladini were founded to guard the crown family in its palace circa 800 I. Though both Paladini and family were scattered during the collapse of Grand Valia, even 2 centuries later, each still persists to a less sovereign but impressively affluent means. The tall man clangs a gauntlet against his breastplate and bows at the waist. Zandran gestures to the pale elf. That's Lin's sword here, from the White that wins. He handled the magic and Watchka. He nods to the island Mua. Left with our tie when she ran out of things to put her axe in. Anyone else you see around here is a hireling, but I'm still some of the best. We've been all over the Living Lands and Deadfire both. Midge grins. Right now we're drawing coin off an Ondarian noble as members of the Deadfire Archipelago Explorers Society. The Orlin chuckles quietly. Oh, more or less. What are the Living Lands like? Xandrin inhales deeply. Absolutely incredible. You never seen so much green, birds every colour of the spectrums, lizards living like living statues of Gem and the hunting. Oh, I didn't know how much I'd miss it until I left. Midge nods along pensively. Sure, half the plants like to try and eat you, but there's still something to see. Scowls out in the desert. Did we not just ask what the Living Lands were like? Sure we did. What's this one? Oh, we could be from the Living Lands, I see. Why'd you leave? Xandrin breaks your gaze, turning your attention to the campfire. Her dog died. Lysoder states simply, as if noting the weather. The dwarf winces. Fang's a wolf, not a dog, and a good one besides. I kept some with me. She rests a closed fist between her breasts. Always will. Know anything about the island? The explorer shakes her head with a snort. Hardly seen most of it. Come on land a few miles that way. She jerks a thumb towards the western coast. God's benighted Ayrton prevented us from going any further, the Valian grouses. And the Orland's ears bounced with her vigorous nod. The dwarf smiles. We're looking for some ruins that are supposedly out here. Island's so desolate though, it's hard to imagine anyone building on it. Well, it is certainly sandy, thanks. The Valian laughs, a warm, quick sound that slips away as quickly as it appeared. Ah, quite true. I've sand in places I didn't know I had. I weep for the woman who will know this. I weep for the woman who will know me after this place. The Orland shakes her head. We all weep for the women who have the misfortune to know you. Jealousy, he winks at you. Midge resents my innumerable conquests. Midge crosses her arms and raspberries. Hardly. Alright, we'll rest. Eat with the explorers, sharing tales over a dying fire. Eventually you call it a night and they offer you a fallen comrade's tent for the evening. Waking up, you thank the group and take your leave. They wish you safe travels. Oh. And that's Skull Island, fully explored. Well, time to leave here. I guess we are discovering all of this stuff along here. I didn't originally think we were. That's fine. I'm just double checking our bounties, just to see if there was anybody who... That's Wilderness. That's northeastern coast of Isango. And that is... Oh, we already killed that person. Ah, that's the one I needed to pick up. Okay. That's fine. I knew there was one that I'd missed, but that's fine. We'll get it next time we go to Nekataka. Not like the bounties are going away and we can still pick up the other ones while we're waiting. Hey, you don't want to attack me. I'm a real pain. Okay? Right, back up this way. Along here. That's Dower Old Forewarn. Or Forwin. Right, straight up here. Ooh, we got some more islands to explore. Now that we've explored some, we might as well explore them all. That's a Principe ship. Okay, don't need to worry about that. These are a little bit higher level, I'd say. 2 skulls is like the... Maybe I'll give it a pass level. Continue heading up. You find 2 of your crew members playing a game in the hold. You're examining the cargo hold when the sound of whispers and muted laughter draws you deeper into the darkness. You carefully round a stack of crates to find Oswald and Emini engaged in a round of Orland's Head. Oswald salutes. Oh, hello, Captain. We're just putting down copper on Orland's Head if you're looking to join for a round. What's Orland's Head? You carve an Orland into the mast, like so, Emini grins, gesturing at the crudely rendered figure with comically large ears and rabbit nose. And you throw daggers at it. Each pot is worth a different number of points, on account of some being harder to hit than others. The nose, for example, is worth a lot of points. Sure, I'll play around. Fantastic. Emini takes a step back. I'll sit this one out. I don't like losing coin. Oswald chuckles, produces a dagger, and spends an unnecessarily lengthened time aiming a shot before loosing it at the Orlan. The dagger sinks into the Orlan's skin, and Emini chuckles. That's 1 point for Oswald, Captain. Can you top that? Oswald retrieves the dagger, wiping the blade on the pant's leg before passing the weapon to you, handle first. Your turn, Captain. Let's see how you fare against the dreaded Orlan. We're aiming for the nose. You let the dagger fly, and with a heavy thwomp, lodge it into the Orlan's nose. I hit, Captain. That's 10 points for you. Oswald chuckles, produces the dagger, and spends unnecessarily time aiming the shot. He hits the ear. 7 points for Oswald, Captain. Can you top that? Oswald retrieves the dagger. Nose. Oh, we hit the cheek. 1 point for us. Alright. He hit the cheek. Nose. Oh, we hit the mouth. 5 points for us. Final score is 9 for Oswald, 10 for the captain. Looks like captain's the winner. Fantastic. We gained some sailor experience. Oswald chuckles, shaking their head and passing over the purse. Thanks for the game, Captain. I'll get you next time, mark my words. For now, let's get back to our duties. Okay, we got some morale raised as well. Nice. Wanted to head up to Dunage. I might just take a very direct route here now. Yeah. Up this way. Just because the area seems a little bit high leveled. Oh, Dunage is just a very, very small port by the looks of it. Okay. Well, Palagina needs to find somebody here, and we need to find Ferranti. Imagine this is like a pirate area. Oh yeah, it's not very big by the looks of it.
That can't be who I
Did you
think it
catch the
is.
new play by the Peg Leg performers yet? It's awful.
Udita, hello.
The Green Menace?
Damn me for a buttered slice of hardtack. It's you, ain't it?
The pale elf squints at you and puffs on her pipe. Acrid smoke from the bowl wreaths her face. You have me at a disadvantage, sister.
Wouldn't expect you to recognise me. Even back home, I covered a lot of ground before taking support here. The Watcher, captain of a mighty ship, god chaser and fiend slayer.
She rubs her fingers
Must
together.
be expensive sustaining a reputation like that, eh? I'll keep it quick, see? If your little dinghy has got some chase in it, I've got a list of captains with a black mark to their name whose ships need a quick scuttling. And I'm in the market for a scuttler.
She sticks the pipe in the side of her mouth and grins, showing a mouthful of yellow teeth. You're offering me a bounty? Where do I start?
You read me like a book, you do. Then let's talk business, eh?
She cracks her knuckles and grins.
You'll be looking to scuttle Cornu first, one of Rowatai's finest, eh? I don't ask my client what he did or what scale his death balance is. Safer to keep questions in the hold.
I'll take the bounty.
Course you will. Knows a good opportunity when you seize it. Cornu helms a Voyager early muster in the waters north of Nakataka and south of Sayuka.
I have some questions.
Avon?
Udita chuckles and gestures for you to speak freely. Where'd your bounties come from? She takes a pipe from her mouth and glances away, sighing through her nose.
Better if you don't ask.
Why not?
'Cause the Deadfire's in a big, ugly power play, it is. And not everyone gets quartered for being in the game. One captain, she's a piece, standing 20 rounds distant from the real players. Another, he's a means to some unknowable end. Who's to say why they both need to die?
She gestures with her pipe in a broad, circular motion.
And the type of clients he pays for the Red Worker scuttling. They don't blow the gaff to the elf.
She points first to you and then back to her before wedging the pipe back between her teeth. Farewell. Alright, well, this must be one of the this must be like pirate and base, opposed to the other one, which was like pirate base used for a quest. This one's
Captain.
actually someone we'll go back to. Who is... Oh, neglected pig. There we go. Chauncey, the pig. One dexterity. Okay. Enemy weapons attack against you will graze rather than hit more often than not. Nice. Hello.
Keep moving. This here is for the crew of the Divine Barge. You ain't a part of it, so you ain't getting inside.
Okay, I'm looking for a man named Giacolo.
Have you tried the wild mare in Nekataka? I'm sure they have a boy or two who would let you call him Giacolo for a couple hours.
Père Complanca, let us pass. I know you have Giacolo. I have known him since I was a girl in the Republics.
So, why should I care?
He saved my life. He has saved the lives of many of our kind. Whatever you think he has done, you have the wrong idea about him.
Eh.
A grimace twists her face. She rubs the fur on her right ear and looks to the door, then to you. She's telling the truth.
Fine. I probably won't live to regret this.
She turns to the door while sliding a key from a pouch in her waist. With a quick twist, the door is unlocked and opened.
After you.
She motions to the door. That was easy enough. First building we go to, and we just talk our way in.
Nixe, I am Tatzatl, captain of the Divine Barge. What has brought you to this place?
We're gonna let Palagina speak.
You have abducted the Animancer Giacolo, a valued citizen of the Valian Republics. He enjoys the protection of the Duke's bells and bannets, and through them, the Fremas Meskankswalias. As a representative of the Brotherhood, I am here to negotiate his safe release. If Giacolo is not returned to us in good health, everyone involved in his kidnapping will face the wrath of the Five Sons. This, I swear.
I see. We ourselves have been debating what to do with Giacolo for quite some time.
Giacolo stands near the back of the room, nervously assessing you. Though he appears unharmed, he flinches at every movement the pirates make. Tatzel looks to the ceiling, apparently lost in thought. He sighs deeply and closes his eyes for an uncomfortably long time. At last his head drops and he nods resolutely.
We are lost in the woods. You will guide us out by traveling the branching paths of Altleha.
What?
A forest is defined by its boundaries. There are a finite number of ways through a forest, just as there are a finite number of ways this can end. I know the ways out of the forest, but you will choose the paths to take.
Very well. Captain draws forth a small wax tablet and a plain metal stylus. He scratches a few words on the tablet and lightly poises the stylus over the surface before looking to you.
A woman is with a child, and she learns that if the child is born, it will suffer greatly and have a short life. If she ends the child's life before it truly begins, is this good or bad?
Saw enough of that during the Legacy. Answer simple enough. When they ended it early, that was bad beyond measure. And when they didn't, same thing.
Okay, we have a look at the rest of this log? Yeah, good. Just wanted to check here. So, a woman with child, she learns that if the child is born, it will suffer greatly and have a short life. The child's life, if she ends life before it truly begins, is this good or bad? Okay, we're all about keeping people alive, so that's bad. His only response is to briskly make a small mark on his wax tablet. I know that it's trying to do allusions to other things, but we're just sticking in character. Even at this distance, you can see Giacolo's eyes widen and his lips tighten at your answer. Did he not like it?
You discover a powerful new technology, but you are afraid some people may misuse it for ill purposes. Would you destroy the technology, regulate access to it, or make it available to everyone equally?
Certainly it should not be destroyed. It would only be a matter of time before someone else made the same discovery.
Okay, found new technology. Afraid some people may misuse it for ill purposes. You destroy it, regulate it, or... I don't know. Depends what the technology is, really, but let's go for regulated. He nods and makes another small mark on the wax tablet. Giacolo gulps and coughs, looking nervously at the captain's wax tablet. Oh, is there something to do with our answers? Are we being judged? Or Giacolo unhappy with our answers?
An enemy of yours is being persecuted. The grounds of the persecution are, by measure of your own compass, unfair. Would you allow the persecution to continue, or would you intervene to stop it?
I would stop it. He looks down at the wax tablet and makes a third small mark. Sweating profusely, Giacolo attempts to wipe his forehead with his sleeves before one of the Tatzela pirates yanks the frail animancer's hand down.
You learn that someone who does great good for many people is unintentionally going to do great harm to many people. The harm may not be great, or it may be so great that it dwarfs the good they have done. You have an opportunity to prevent this by killing them. Do you do so?
There must be another way.
In a world that is not the one I have proposed, perhaps. But these are the branching paths.
Oh, I see. So he's saying, should we kill him? I would not kill them.
Very well.
He makes a fourth mark on the tablet and takes it in both hands, counting the tallies.
Your path has led to this conclusion. Giacolo will be killed and his research destroyed.
Excuse me?
Que? What is this? You haven't even explained what he's done.
Giacolo has discovered a method by which one may detect a godlike fetus in a mother's womb.
Tetzel's words hang in the air. The captain waits for Palagina's reaction, but she remains silent. She clenches her jaw and nods for Tatzatil to continue.
In the Deadfire archipelago, parents consider a godlike child to be a blessing. From Bereth and Helia to Andra and Galawain, all are beloved, save those of Scan. Appearing mutilated at birth, many godlike of Scan are killed with the tacit approval of the tribe. Those who aren't killed lead miserable lives.
That's awful.
I agree, as does my crew. which is why we decided to bring Giacomo here to decide what should be done about him, and his research.
And now you're going to kill him because of how the Watcher answered your stupid riddles?
Yes.
Feel free to elaborate.
Our group was conflicted, so I posed to you a series of hypothetical questions, absent the specific context of our current problem. While you may have deduced some hint of the context during the questioning, it was a less biased method of reasoning than we were engaged in. After all, for us, this is a matter of life and death.
I have to say that's a poor way to make a life or death decision.
There may be superior ways to debate this subject, but it is the best approach I could conceive. Now, if you will excuse us, we must deal with the matter at hand. You have my word that it will be swift.
Panicked, Pallegina looks to you, eyes wide. Okay, if that's what you want, Pallegina. Attack.
I cannot make the same promise, Captain. Permed consuelias! There.
Alright. Doesn't feel great, but we are... Oh, we have to fight him. So we have 2 over here, Magranites. I'm assuming that this guy, looking at him, I'm assuming that's a Remergrant one. Nadir, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Skane. Those must be, that's Gallowayne, I think, and then that's Gallowayne. Don't know about that one. Wearing too much armor. Okay, first things first, Pallegina. You're gonna turn, you're gonna hit Little Woody. We're also gonna turn and shoot Little Woody. We're gonna get, I don't know. We're gonna try and take Nodra here, the warrior. Send Edier into the fray. Send Zoti into the fray. Go. No music, huh? A little weird. Edier over here. Caught Nodra. Nice. That's good. Oh, he killed him. Okay. Well, chances of saving him are gone now, I guess. We can kill Little Woody first. That seems like a great idea.
Not exactly.
Okay, a couple are coming down to Zoti. I'm going to set up a consecrate ground around her. Okay. That should be fine. She's running. We're about to get her. Got her. Okay. Any of them weak to frost? That one
I'll
is.
teach you a lesson.
That's fine. Pallegina's going to run in over here to try and help. And we're going to try and convert. So we're just going to disintegrate Nodier.
See you, man. They netted me, Cap.
In here.
And that's how it's done.
Oh, wow. That worked. Very well. Attack this one. Use Pierce the Bell. Okay.
So, now where
nice.
were we?
That's a lot of damage. And then Devastating Blow. We'll get Zoti to lower this guy's defenses.
Lava.
That's right. Gotta have something here
Nice.
that works.
Insta kill. Okay, everyone on. Pallegina, we use the fire. We use Blessed Harvest. Use Devastating Blow. Don't have anything, so you'll just shoot them. And Nodra's here.
How do you like that? There's something you don't see every day.
A lot of damage in. Nodra switched back to fighting us, which is okay. Yeah, and now it's just Nodra. Oh, who is dead?
Madiko. Tatsato left us no choice. And I couldn't save Giacomo. Still, thank you for trying, Watcher.
Tears brim at the edge of Pallegina's golden eyes, her inner membrane swiftly wiping them away.
I will always remember what he did for me. What he tried to do for me. For my kind. To think that Tatsatl and his crew were willing to kill for this. For the mere possibility that Giacomo's research could be misused. Did they really have that much to fear?
There is a danger, yes. Animancers just need to be responsible.
It does raise the question. If anyone were to restrict animancers, who would even be capable of doing so?
I don't know. It's an interesting question. I guess the public. Palagina slowly turns her feathered head your way. The inner membranes of her golden eyes blink once before she lets out a weak laugh.
Ah, that is funny, Watcher. Let the public decide. I doubt the public would behave much better than Tatzatl and his crew.
Palagina's attention returns to Giacolo's dead body. She casts her eyes on the old man's crumpled form one last time. She can only bear it for a moment before flinching away and turning to face you.
Let us leave this place.
Alright. But first of all, there's loot. And unfortunately, we're taking it all. That's
What
quite
for,
a lot
Cap?
of loot. This one as well? That is interesting. Death, Godlike, or Watcher only ability. 5% chance to instantly destroy a kith or beast with less than 100 health on hit. That's not amazing. Got a Fire Godlike ability. Okay. It's got a Moon Godlike ability. Wait. Yeah, okay. Avian Godlike's the only one we can use. 15 actually, no, we could also use Marine. 30% chance to do 20% damage from water keyword attacks to health. Okay. Interesting. And then 15 deflection against disengagement attacks and 10% stride. Seems really useful.
Aye.
On Takeshi
Aye.
for a heal. But probably not how it's meant to be used. Grab this stuff off the shelf. Grab that. Get out of here. Right. Could have been interesting bringing Takeshi in there, but I liked how
What
it
do you
turned out.
reckon you did to earn Helia's chime? 'Cause it sure wasn't from potential for this life.
None of us did anything to deserve a chime. Do not be naive. It is hardly a gift.
Alright, well on that I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.